Welcome to my Tinder experiment video. I'm excited for this video because it was fun to, go on Tinder and stuff, because I don't go on Tinder, but so it was fun to make profiles and just see how like people treat you and like talk to you and stuff. So basically, there's people still messaging me. So I turned my discovery off too, because yeah. So basically I saw a lot of people on YouTube doing this, and most of them were like ugly versus pretty, or like skinny versus fat, and nobody was doing a tomboy versus girly girl. So I decided to take this picture as the tomboy and this picture as the girly girl, and I swiped 400 times on each profile, so I made it like even. We'll see how many messages we got out of 400. So I'm gonna start with the girly girl profile, and with that we got 294 messages out of 400, and we got 5 super likes, and yeah, we got a lot of messages on that one. We got 173 messages. So there was just mostly people just like saying hey and stuff, and there was just so many of them, so like I didn't respond to most of them, but I only responded to like a few people. And I also got some juicy conversations, so I'm gonna put those up. I gotta read these, you guys. These are, people were wiling out. So the first conversation is this, and he goes, we could go to dinner, or I could just, yeah, you can read that, ew. And I was like, let's keep it PG. And he was like, does nobody read my profile anymore? Because apparently his profile said like I'm not here for a relationship or something. So I was like, no, because I swiped on you by accident. And he was like, oh, well, you look like hell anyways, not someone who should raise kids. And I was like, okay, I'm not raising kids, but he unmatched me, so I couldn't respond. So that was pretty funny. Then this one is, somebody was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, TV. And he's like, oh, right, sorry, I'm a little ridiculous tonight. Cocaine is one heck of a drug. And I'm like, okay, moving on. Then this person, so I decided to ask him. I was like, I might as well just ask. Like, he thought I was a catfish, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll just ask you these questions. So he's like, are you a Vegas local? I'm like, no, I just told everybody no, because I didn't want people thinking I'm from Vegas or whatever. And then he was like, no to which? And I'm like, yeah, no. And he goes, I like your tenacity, but I'm curious why you swiped right if you're just gonna say no to everything. And then he was like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I decided to ask him. Like, if girls actually like meet up and have sex with him. And he was like, yeah. He was like, actually, I met up with about 10 girls and only had sex with maybe 4 of them. I'm like, ew. And then he was like, usually because I don't want to be pushy, I only go through with it if it's like thoughts. I'm like, that's rude. Then there was this boy. I was like, okay, whatever. He said, if we go out on a date and you don't look like your pictures, you're gonna have to buy me enough drinks until you do. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then he was like, I mean, that is fair, isn't it? Unless you don't look like your pictures. And I was like, that's actually a compliment. You think I'm so perfect? I could be a catfish. My pictures are like really good, okay? I don't know. I take like better pictures than I look like live in action video, so. Then this person, I'm just gonna put these messages up here. You just read them for yourself. I can't read them out loud, okay? I can't do it. Scrolling to the next one. Just read that. Yeah, okay, read that. Yeah, so that was shocking nonetheless. That was a little alarming. The conclusion for the girly girls messages, they were more so like people asking to go out on like dates it was like people asking me like on dates, like to like dinner or like out for drinks. But I did make each profile age 20, so I was like, sorry, I'm only 20, I can't go out for drinks. And they're like, oh, okay, like let's get root beer. And I'm like, no. But that was for that one. No one was really that weird except just like the couple people I showed you. As the Tomboy, I got 61 messages and 1 super like. And now here's just some of like the funny messages on the Tomboy one, like this one. That's not okay. You don't need to be saying that. Then it was mostly just people like asking like, do you want to go like on an adventure? Like, let's go rock climbing or other things. Like, these ones weren't that interesting. It was mostly just like, I love motorcycles. Like, whoa. So those aren't very good. But the conclusion on the Tomboy one was mostly people just wanted to go on adventures, so I guess that's fine. They weren't really weird. And I tried something else just to see if I could get some more like, you know, stats and stuff. And I decided to start on the Girly Girl one. I decided to start messaging people back with just one word, like no or yes. And they would keep like responding and being like, okay, so what about this and what about this, and like responding. And then on the Tomboy one, I would be like, no. And then they would just like stop responding. I'm gonna show you guys. Let me just show you guys the profiles. So this one is the Girly Girl profile. I'll put it up here. It was just this, and my name was Kate. I was 20. These are the pictures. And it just said, hey, I'm Kate, say hi. That's all it said in the description. Tomboy one was this, I'm Maddie, I'm 20. These are the pictures. And then it says, I'm Maddie, I'm always down for an adventure, and I'm adrenaline junkie. I ride quads, hike, and I'm not a girly girl. So that's why people like wanted to go on adventures with me and stuff. So my conclusion is there's just a lot of people on Tinder in Vegas. So, and you can't even tell if these people are serious. Like, they're like, you're beautiful, let's go out on a date, but like, what are your motives? You don't really know until you talk to them for like a while. And I didn't talk to any of them, so I never figured out their motives. Thank you for watching. I had fun filming this, and now I have to go delete Tinder.